Alright guys, what is going on? Oink here, and today is Thursday, which means we've got a brand new set of seasonal events for you. I'll be going through each of the events, getting gold. So it is the NRA Roadster Cup. This is basically any Mazda MX-5s or Roadsters. Yeah, you see the list there. It's 380 performance points and comfort soft tyres. We've got an Indy Speedway, a London Road Course, Suzuka Main Circuit, Trial Mountain, and an Eiffel Kart Custom. The one I've gone with, as usual, is a premium Roadster RS NC from 2007. This event is extremely easy, and on top of that, this car is so easy to drive, it's quite ridiculous. So settings aren't really a necessity in this, but I'll show you anyway. Brake balance the same, I didn't change that. I've messed about with the suspension. I normally kind of have a setup, I just sort of guess at a setup on how the car will handle after, one track, and so this is what I came up with, but really, it's not necessary. You should be able to win these with ease without any of these settings, but you can have a look. You can see what I'm showing you guys here. Get the transmission though, that'll be useful for just setting it differently for the different tracks, but other than that, really none of this is necessary. Obviously I'm showing you guys just the easiest way for getting gold, so max out on 380 performance points if you want to, but again, there's a lot of room for getting some credits here. The prize is a level 1 random ticket, again a very low beginner level class ticket. I got a Prelude Type S, so again it's going to be something very beginner-ish in terms of the quality of the car. We'll start with Indy. I mean, there literally is nothing to say about this, so I'm going to keep this fairly short. Basically, set your transmission fairly high. I think I'm at about 160 or 70. I don't obviously get up to that, but it basically gives you plenty of room on the back end of your Gear 6 to slipstream through everyone. You can see I take first on the first corner of lap 3. Yeah, that's just it. Get slipstreaming, should be really easy for the first track. In London, we're going to kind of go from one extreme to the other. Again, I mean, to be honest, this event, like I said, is really easy. This car also, I mean, I don't know if the setup really helps a whole load with this. Perhaps it is the setup that's, really helping this become easy. But for me, this event was just boring. It was so easy, you know what I mean? Like, they really need to step up the difficulty of these. I feel like they're really sort of focused on beginners. You can see here, I'm just blasting past people. You can see the AI going ridiculously slowly. Coming in third after lap 3, and again, you shouldn't have any problem with basically any of these events, but I always do a video anyway just so you guys can have a nice look at what car I used and all that sorts of stuff. Take first, just passing the finish line for the final lap, which means I've got a whole lap out in ahead. Finish way up in front. Third track in, then we've got Suzuka. Now obviously Suzuka itself is a trickier course, but like I've said a couple times now, this car is just so easy to drive. Like, it doesn't oversteer too much, it doesn't understeer too much, and occasionally if you do just put the power down a little bit too much, or you swing the car around a little bit too much and you do get a bit of oversteer, it's really easy to control, and you should never feel, worried that you're going to lose control. I didn't feel like I was going to lose control at any point during this. It really does just handle incredibly well, or easy to drive, I would say. So just keep it smooth. Obviously slipstream where you can. You can see here, take first halfway around lap 2, which means I've got basically a lap and a half of plain sailing. So I mean, as I said, another really simple track, this one. Coming in at number 4, we've got Trial Mountain. Again, it shouldn't pose too much of a problem here. Similarly, get slipstreaming on the longer straights. The turn-ins are generally pretty easy. There's quite a bit of camber on this track, so you should find that the steering is pretty simple. You can make most of the corners without slowing down too much. You can see here, even taking the second corner at near full speed, I just dabbed the brakes a little bit and the car just slides nicely through the corners. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of at a lack of things to say for this. I mean, it really is like beginner, if I'm going to be honest. I'm hoping that in the future they shift from these sort of beginner focused events to some tougher stuff, because it's kind of getting a bit boring, really. Just, you know, blazing through these every single week. So finally, we've got a Eiffel Custom. This is probably the toughest of the lot. Shouldn't be too problematic, but just try and stay off the grass. Spinning a couple times might make your life a little bit difficult trying to catch up with the first one. The main thing that made this one, you know, slightly more difficult was this corner here. The AI actually managed to go pretty quickly. They almost managed to go at race pace for this one, you know, same pace as you did, so there wasn't much passing opportunities going around that big sort of kinking right-hander. But then for the rest of the course, as usual, they go super slow. So there it is. I mean, this was a real short video because they're super easy events. So I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. I'll catch you guys on Sunday. Peace.